Okay guys, let's dive into the Murphy roll a little bit more today, because I showed it before in my email list and I got like 50 emails back and everyone was like, well, how do you do this and how do you do that? And I was like, all right, you know, maybe I'll just show it again and I'll break it down a little bit more details, a little bit more in depth, okay? So the way I usually do the Murphy roll, I actually don't use it that much when he gets to turtle guard. I use it more or less in like a transition, okay? And I'll show you what I mean. Like a lot of times I'll be in my butterfly guard because I play a lot in this position here. I look for a lot of my sweeps from here. I like being a butterfly guard because the guy can't really stack me up on my neck or do things that may potentially injure me, okay? So what I do a lot is I try to get on his sleeve. So if I basically grab his right arm here, his right sleeve with my left arm here. It's called same side. This would be cross grip. This would be same side. And a lot of times what will happen is from here I open up the arm and I just basically bring my head through the pocket. By pocket I mean elbow and the knee here. So as I come through, I wrap that leg up here, okay? So I've got the arm, I've got the leg, now I've got to get the horsepower from my feet. I push off of my feet, I post on my head, and as I come up, I want to try to get all the way over top of him and end up perpendicular, okay? That's the Murphy roll in like a perfect scenario. Now, nothing's perfect. Nothing's going to work every time. It's just the way it is, okay? Couple key things you want to look out for with the Murphy roll. Number one, when you flip over the person, all you're really doing is a somersault over the top. You always want to try to end in like a T, okay? You want to be perpendicular to the opponent, not parallel, because what I see a lot of times, what happens with people that are new to this is they'll wrap the leg, everything will look good, and as they hit it, they just don't get enough push with their feet, and they land like this, here. They end up landing parallel, which, no matter how good you are, that's going to happen. That's just part of it. I want to try to flip all the way over the top. I will push off my feet. It's not about athleticism or strength or speed. I don't have any of that. It's all technique, okay? Posting off your head. Now, a couple other things. The sleeve can really be on either shoulder, okay? I can bring it over my left shoulder or my right. I don't like it as much over my right shoulder, but I can still do it. I can come in here and wrap. I don't think it's as much control, but it still works. I've seen a lot of guys do it. A lot of my students do it. Okay, from here, post the head. Again, you're pushing. Your right arm here needs to wrap that leg. Your arm should not be on the pants and straight. Because I had a kid, I think I told the story, I had a kid one time fall on my elbow, almost broke my arm in half. You want to wrap that whole leg up and have control of that leg. Also, if this leg can step up, can you step the leg up already? That's going to block and destroy everything, okay? So you can't let this leg come up. So if I go for the move and he does step the leg up, that's okay, but I've got to really wrap and try to pull that leg back down here, okay? Which you can do a lot of times. Block the ankle, block the leg here, whatever you want to do. Now we're just going to push, and again, we're coming all the way over. When you land, you want to put your weight on the guy. You want him to feel all, well in my case, 190 some pounds, okay? Then we turn always towards the legs, not towards the head, because when you turn towards the head, you create a scramble and the guy comes out the back on you and just nuisance. You really don't want any of that, okay? So again, for me, a lot of times I'll get to it just, I'll be in this position here from the turtle, I'll have that, or I'm sorry, from the butterfly guard, I'll have the sleeve, and I just basically bring my head through the pocket here. I'm not worried about him choking me. You're in the right position. I come here. As he comes around, I'm coming here. Okay? If he tries to get my back or anything like that, I've got control. Okay? Again, once you're here, sleeve is tight to the body. If he can post his hand, it's not going to work. Sleeve tight to the body, post the head, and if you do end up parallel, which will happen, if you do end up parallel, re-hop back, so I come right back to where I was, and then I do a second additional flip. Hold the arm tight, hold the leg, no real danger, put all your weight on him, and I don't know, maybe get lucky and make him puke up his lunch or something. I'm heavy right now, sorry, I've been eating a lot of pizza, sir. But yeah, that's the basic, the Murphy roll. One more thing, before I forget. Make sure whatever shoulder is closest to the opponent, that's the shoulder you flip over, okay? That's very, very important. If I wrap around his leg with my right arm is the one closest to Eddie, that's the shoulder I flip over. So watch how I look the opposite way. If he's on my right, I look left, and then I start to focus on my flip over the top, okay? That is a very important detail. But that's how you do the Murphy roll. Try it out a little bit. If you don't get it, feel free to shoot me an email. I got nothing else to do. I can read some emails. But that's your black belt tip for the week from Danny Ives.